Now we will learn how to write numbers in word form. We're going to look at how to write whole numbers as well as decimal numbers. For whole numbers, we will identify that the value of the digits decrease from the left going to the right. We will start from the left hand side. We're going to write the digit and multiply by 1, and all other digits of the numbers will be replaced by 0. Then we'll identify the place value of the number and write each of the number in words. Let us see what that means. So we have the number 83. We have 83. So we're going to say we have 8, and then we multiply it by 1, and because there's only one digit after 8, we're going to replace this with a 0, plus, and then 3, there's no number after it, replace with a 1. So this is going to be 83. Now we have 406, so we start by saying 4 multiplied by 1. There are two digits after 4, so that's 0, 0, plus 0 multiplied by 1. There's only one digit after it, and plus 6 multiplied by 1. There's no digit after it. So this is 406. Now we have 8300. So we start by, we have 8, we multiply by 1. There are three digits after 8. So we have 0, 0, 0, plus 3. There are two digits after it, so we multiply by 1, and we have two digits after it, plus 0, multiply by 1, there's one digit after it, plus 0, and then we multiply by 1, no digits after it. So we have 8,300. So we have 8,300. Now we start with the left hand side, so we start with the 3. So 3 we multiply by 1. Let's count the number of digits after 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 zeros, plus 6 we multiply by 1. How many digits after 6? We have 3 digits. 1, 2, 3. Plus 4 we multiply by 1. How many digits after that? We have 2 digits. Plus 8 we multiply by 1. We have only one digit after that, so we add a 0. Plus 2 we multiply by 1. There are no digits after that, so we don't need a 0 here. So we have 3 and 10,000, so that is 30,000. So 30,000. And then we have 6,000. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring them together. So we have 30,000 and 6,000. So that's going to give us 36,000. So we have 36,000. And then we have 400, 80, and then we have 2. Now we have 862,485. So we have 8, and then we multiply by 1, we have 5 zeros after that, plus 6, we multiply by 1, there are 4 zeros after that, plus 2 we multiply by 1, we have 3 zeros after that, plus 4 we multiply by 1, we have 2 zeros after that, plus 8 we multiply by 1, and we have 1 digit, so just 1 0, plus 5, and we just multiply by 1 because there is no digit after it. So we have 800,000 here, we have 60,000 here, and we have 2,000. So we have 800 62,480 5. Now we have this really large number, so we have 6785231,408. So we're going to start from the left side. So we have 6 and we multiply by 1. Let's count the number of digits after that. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So we have 9 zeros, 9 zeros, 7 8 9. Okay, plus 7 times 1, we have 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. We have 8 zeros, 3 4 5 6 7 8, plus 5. Actually, that's 8. That's not, you have to pay attention to your digits. So we have 8 and then 7 zeros, 3 4 5 6 7, plus 5, and then we multiply by 1, and we have 6 digits after that, so we have 6 zeros, plus 2, we multiply by 1, and we have 5 zeros, plus 3, we multiply by 1, and we have 4 zeros, plus 1, we multiply by 1, and then we have 3 zeros, plus 4, we multiply by 1, 2 zeros, plus 0, we multiply by 1, and then we have 1 0, plus 8, we multiply by 1. Now, let's start with let's say we bring in this together. So we have, that's going to be 1,000, that's million, and then that's billion. So we have 6, we have to write it in words, 6 billion, and then we have 1,000 million, so we have 700 million. Here we have, so we have 700, we have 80, and then here we have 5 million. Here we have 200,000. We have 30,000 here, and we have 1,000. So we have 231,000. Then we have 4 times 100, so 400, and then 8. Now when we have decimal numbers, the value of your digits also decrease from the left to the right. We will start from the digit after the decimal, and we will increase the number of zeros in the denominator from the left to the right. And let's go ahead and identify place values and then write them in words. Let's take a few examples here. So before the decimal, you're going to treat it like every number before the decimal you treat as a whole number, and then your rules for decimal start after this decimal point right here, as we call it, or you can just call it after the decimal. So we have 3 times 1. Let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros before the decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 6 times 1, 2, 3 zeros before the decimal. Plus 4 times 1, 0, 0, 2 digits before the decimal. Plus 8 times, there's only one digit after the decimal, so there's going to be 1 0, and then 2 is the last digit before the decimal. So what we're going to do here is plus 2 times 1. Now here's where it gets interesting. Plus, now after the decimal, you now have 0 point. So here there is how many numbers? This is the first number before the decimal, so it's going to be 0.1 multiplied by 5. So let's do it this way. Let's do it the right order. So we have plus 5 multiplied by 0.1. In this case, what you're going to do is, as you go toward the right hand side, you're going to add 0 after the decimal, representing the number of digits before that number. So when we're going through more examples, you'll see how that works. So this is going to give us 30,000 here and then 6,000. So we have 36,000, and then we have 482, and then we have 5/10. So that's what this is. Let's go to the next example. We have 862,485.03. So we have 8 times 1. We have 5 digits before the decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 6 times 1. We have 4 digits before the decimal. Plus 2 times 1. We have 3 digits before the decimal. Plus 4 times 1. We have 2 digits before the decimal. Plus 8 times 1. We have only 1 digit before the decimal. Plus 5 times, we have no digit before the decimal. This is the last digit before the decimal. Plus 0 times 0.1. This is the first number after the decimal. Plus 0. Actually, let's do it the right way. We start with 3, actually. So we have 3 times 0. How many digits before the decimal? So before 3, there's 1 digit before the decimal. So you have a 0 and then a 1. And so we're going to write this in words. So this is what I was saying earlier, that as you move away from the decimal, you're going to have one number, you're going to have zeros represent the spots before this number after the decimal. So we have 800, and then we have 62,000, and then we have 485, And then this is 0, 10, so we have 3 hundredths. Now, final example. We have 3862, 485.402. So we go through the same process. 3 times 1, we have 6 digits after, but before the decimal. 6 digits plus 8 times 1, we have 5 digits, plus 6 times 1, we have 4 digits, plus 2 times 1, we have 3 digits, plus 4 times 1, we have 2 digits, plus 8 times 1, we have 1 digit, plus 5 times 1, that's the last digit before the decimal. Now we're going to add plus 4 times how many numbers before this after the decimal? We have none, so 0.1 plus 0. This is the second digit after the decimal, so there's 1 before it. We put a 0. Actually, let's remember to account for. So 0 multiplied by 0. There's a digit before it after the decimal, so you replace that with 0, 1, plus 2 times 0. How many digits before 2 after the decimal? You have 2, so it's 0, 0, 1. So now we have 3,000,000 882,480, and then we have 5. Now we have 4 tenths. 4 tenths. Okay, we don't have, this is 0 hundredth, and then we have 2 thousandths. So this is how you deal with writing numbers in word form, whether it's a whole number or a decimal number.